So this video is to help you visualize what the changes that Guelph Transit is proposing are going to look like. It is important to keep in mind that this is a work in progress, so nothing is cast in stone yet. But when we're talking about these many changes, I find it helpful to see them as well as read about them or hear about them. So we're going to go through each slide and talk about what the various changes Guelph Transit has in mind presently for all the various routes in the Guelph Transit system. We start with Route 1A and 1B, the College Edinburgh. According to Guelph Transit's research, it's the feedback it's gotten people to find the A-B confusing, and I don't blame them. Did take me a while to clue in that A was clockwise and B was counterclockwise. But in order to stymie confusion, the Guelph Transit is proposing that the A and B actually become Route 1 and Route 2. So it's either Edinburgh College or College Edinburgh. What one you get on will depend on which one you get to first. So if you are heading from the university south to Edinburgh, then you get on the Edinburgh College. If you're heading north to college, you get on the College Edinburgh. The other change is that instead of going down College Avenue to South Ring Road, or to East Ring Road and then South Ring Road to come into the University Center, the bus is just going to turn at Gordon Street and go into the University Center from Gordon Street. So that route will be shortened up a little bit. And it will run every 30 minutes all week. This is one of the bigger changes to routes 2A and B. Again, the A and B will be eliminated because of confusion. The typical 2 is what they call the West Loop. The 3 is the East Loop. But the 3 is going to be radically realigned, which we'll see in a minute. And so the 2 is going to be expanded out into sort of going back to the old perimeter model, going around the city and never going downtown. So you will see in a minute that the 2 is actually the 17, and it, like the 1, we're going to have 17 and 18, Woodlawn Watson or Watson Woodlawn, depending on what you're going to hit first. So when you get on the bus going west, you will reach Woodlawn before you get to Watson, and if you're heading east, you'll hit Watson before you get to Woodlawn. This is kind of a massive change. This bus will not go downtown, as you can see. It will just merely go around the perimeter of the city. One of the biggest changes is that if you look at Elmira, it turns on Willow Road and then goes up Marksam and goes through the neighborhood there between Willow and Speedvale, and then back to Speedvale, and then up Royal Road to Watson, and then continues. So it really is an amalgam between the old 2 and 3. And this will run 30 minutes all day, every day of the week, both the 17 and the 18. What's going to happen to the 3 is pretty simple. It will be a regular 40 minute route. It will leave downtown and head up to London Road, to Westmount Road, and then up to Woodlawn, where it will come back around to Nicklin, and then head back downtown. So this will be a 20-minute peak service and 30-minute the rest of the time. This is an interesting route because it's going to have a midday peak service as well. So it basically means that this will be a 20-minute route from about 7 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. Here is Route 4. And Route 4 will stay exactly the same as it is right now. The only thing that they're changing about it is that it will be 30 minutes all day. There will be no more peak service on the number 4 York route. But otherwise, all the stops will remain in effect, and the route will be exactly the same. And here is the current number 5 and the planned number 5. Right now it's called 5 Gordon. It will be changed to 5 Goodwin. It seems that this will be a bus that merely services the south end from the University Center down Victoria Road and through Arkell, Summerfield Drive, Goodwin Drive, and then back down Gordon Street to the University. That's a change from the current Gordon route, which is about an hour-long route that leaves downtown and heads down to the university and then proceeds from there. So they're basically eliminating the downtown portion. You will have to exchange or transfer, rather, at the university center if you want to get to Goodwin Drive or anywhere along there. That is one of sort of two major changes to the existing South End buses that depart from downtown. The other, of course, being 16 Southgate, and we will get to that one shortly. Here is the Harvard Ironwood bus, the number 6. It will remain unchanged, both in schedule and in route. So that is a rare one that sort of has escaped realignment, as well as Route 7, Courtright Downey. It will also remain the same schedule, same route, and everything. The Stone Road Mall bus, it will be changed kind of radically. You will note in the existing route that it goes through Waterloo Avenue and through the Forest Street, Maple Street, Water Street kind of area, going through those neighborhoods. It will be a more direct route to Stone Road Mall now, leaving from MacDonald Street, the terminal, Guelph Central Station, and then going down Wyndham to Wellington, over to Edinburgh, and then down around basically the back of the mall, dropping people off there and then coming right back around. It will be 30-minute all day, every day. I know there have been a lot of problems with people making that connections because it's such a busy route for people, and it goes through a lot of residential neighborhoods where the streets are skinnier and maybe there's a harder time navigating. And I think what Transit's trying to do here is make it a bit easier for the number 8 to get to the station in a timely manner. Route 9 Waterloo will be, it looks like this is also where Guelph Transit is trying to save time. You'll notice on the existing route, it goes up Imperial Road to Willow Road and then back down that way. The new route will not go as far north. The new route will go down Waterloo Avenue, down Fife Road, and then up to Westacre Drive, and then down Imperial Road again to head back downtown. That will be also 30-minute every day. Route 10, the biggest change with Route 10 is that it will no longer go into the West End Rec Center. It will stay the same. Otherwise, it will also stay the same scheduling-wise. It'll be a 20-minute peak service, and then 30 minutes in the early morning, the midday, and the evening. The number 11 Willow West bus, it will be another 30-minute all day, every day. You will note the big change is that instead of going down Speedvale to Markham, it will turn down Silver Creek Parkway north to Willow. So, like some of the other routes, like the Stone Road Mall, this looks like it's going to be about saving time, making sure people can get downtown for their connections. And Route 12, it looks like it will be more or less the same. It will be 20 minutes on peak, as well as and then 30 minutes in the early morning, midday, and evening, and then the rest of the time. The big change, it looks like they are realigning it to go to depart from Guelph Central Station to go back up Woolwich, which was how it was to begin with when the last alignment came down in 2011. The bus departed the station, went up Woolwich, but then that was changed over when there was a lot of complaints from people that buses didn't go through the square anymore downtown. So they started sending more buses through the square. At the time, the only bus that went through the square was the number 10, and they changed that. And it looks like for this realignment, for the number 12, they are changing it back. So it will depart going up Woolwich. It will, however, stop in the square on the way back. The Victoria Road Recreation Center route, that is Route Lucky 13, it will change pretty clearly here. Again, in the effort to save time, it will not go down Metcalfe to Grange. It will instead go down Stevenson to Casino Drive that way. This one may be controversial because of there's social housing at the corner of Grange and Stevenson, which you can imagine probably has a lot of people using transit there. So those people will have to walk up to Stevenson at Casino Drive to get the bus from now on. And this will be a 20-minute peak service plus the 30 minutes on off-peak. Route 14 Grange, this is another one that will be not changing in route, but it will be 30 minutes all day, every day. There will be no peak service on the 14. The number 15, the College University route, it will also be changing. It will be more of a loop now. Instead of going out from Stone Road east at the University Center and then heading down that way, and then coming back around through Janesfield. It will go down Stone Road and then come down, I think, what looks like Scottsdale, and then down College, and it will turn into the University at East Ring Road, at South Ring Road, and then go into the University Center. So it's going to be more of a loop. It is going to be 30 minutes all day as well. There will be no peak service on the 15. And this was one of the other big changes I mentioned earlier to this and the 5. Because Southgate, it will no longer be going downtown. It will be more of a loop from Gordon Street down Clare to Southgate and then around down to Clarefield again, back to Gordon. So this is going to be more of like a sort of regional route. This is going to be very south-focused. It will at least service one of the plazas there at the corner of Clare and Gordon. And it is supposed to align with the mainline bus, which is one of the new routes we'll be talking about in a minute. And that brings us to number 20, which is the Northwest Industrial. It is staying more or less the same. Actually, it's staying exactly the same, with the exception of it's going to be 30 minutes all day, every day, and no peak service for the 20. And there's going to be no change to the 50 Stone Road, which is one of the buses that, one of the express buses that services the University of Guelph. You will notice that the 50 is now called the 50U Stone Road, 50 letter U. I believe this is to denote a University Express bus. And you will see that it is exactly the same. It will run 20 minutes all day when the university is in session during the fall and winter semesters, and that is to help service the student loads. This is kind of a big change for another one of the 56 routes, or one of the university routes, I should say. This is the 56, currently called the Victoria Express. It will be renamed the 56U Colonial, and it will depart from the University Center like it does right now and head down Gordon Street, which is unlike what it does right now. It circumvents Victoria Road completely, goes down Gordon to Arkell, down through Colonial Drive and Goodwin Drive, and it looks like it will go past the western portion of the commercial development there on Pergola, which is actually not serviced right now by transit, although it was by the 5 until there was a realignment a couple of years ago. And then so it will go back up fairly to Gordon Street, so there will be no service on this bus via Victoria. And here's the 57U Ironwood. It will be the same, 20 minutes all day while the university fall and winter semesters are in session. Same with the 58U Edinburgh, which brings us to the new planned routes, and there are 5 of them in all. Now the big one is going to be the main line, the 99 main line, what some people have called the spine route, and it will depart from the Woodlawn Smart Center, that is the Walmart anchored plaza, and there is actually spots along there in the actual Smart Center drive where you go into the plaza. There was spots where transit picked up there after the initial realignment in 2011. Because of traffic on Woodlawn, they took those out, but it looks like they're going back in. So the 99 will depart the Smart Center, head down Woolwich. It will stop at Guelph Central Station before continuing on Gordon to the University Center, where it will stop again, and then go down Gordon Street to Clare at Gordon, where it will turn around and go back, looks like Clarefield, down to, and then turn around and head back down Gordon. There is no idea on what the schedule is going to look like yet. That is going to be a work in progress thing. But it will service all the stops in between. So you could theoretically get on at the Walmart and stop anywhere along Woolwich, Norfolk, or Gordon Street. This is one of 2 new express buses between downtown and parts in the university sort of Stone Road Mall area. You can get on the bus at Guelph Central Station. It will take you to Centennial Collegiate Vocational Institute, and then to the back of Stone Road Mall, and then head back downtown. This looks like it's 3 express stops, so there will be no stops in between. It looks like it's probably there in order to handle some of the extra traffic that goes to Stone Road Mall, or even the 2 high schools there. It does say the Centennial Collegiate is the stop, but of course, College Heights is right next door as well. If you note, currently there is sometimes an extra 8 bus that helps get people to Stone Road, so I'm not sure if that addresses that as well, that this is essentially kind of a helper bus. There is also the 41 Downtown University Express bus, and this has 4 express stops. The Guelph Central Station, Gordon at Nottingham, which I believe is just across from the drop-in center where that is right now, and then it will go express to Gordon at College, and I assume that will be the present stops, one at the OVC, and then the other one, kitty corner from there, at the Art Gallery of Guelph, depending on which way you're going, and then into the University Center. And then the last 2 new routes are 51U Jane Field, which leaves the U of G, the University Center, and heads down Stone Road to Jane Field and then Scottsdale, and it will run a loop like that. And then finally, the 52U Courtright, which I don't know is an homage to the old 52, which actually did do this route, do this basic route, except it also went downtown. But the new Route 52U Courtright will go from the University Center down Gordon Street to Courtright, and then Edinburgh Road South, and then back down Gordon to the University Center. And that is the schedule and the routes. Once again, this is a work in progress, so we don't know if this is going to be the final version. They will be asking for feedback some point later this month or the beginning of April, so be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, we will keep you posted on Guelph Politico about any upcoming transit changes or developments.